Hello everyone, this is Mike, WBVG from Heathkit Shop. I wonder what the hell that was. Anyway, I thought maybe I'd give you a little tour of the pit, as my wife calls it, of the shack. So hang on, grab a hold of something. It's going to be a bumpy ride. Hello, this is Mike, WBVG. I thought we'd start a little video tour of the shack. And the first place we're going to start is kind of a catch-all of different projects. Some are fixed, some need repair, some I bought on a whim. Various Heathkit power supplies. There's a couple of stations consoles for the SB104. There's an icon from hell, I think that's a 701. That's got the clicky-clacky latching relay thingy in it. RV4, and that's UV3 head. Looks like the butt end of a UV3. There's an oscilloscope that's been long neglected. Up here we got printed circuit boards for pieces parts. And then over here is where all the magic comes together when we design and assemble printed circuit boards for new projects. This is a amp keyer, new design amp keyer. Whoops, almost fell on my hand. That's not done yet. This is a DC load disconnect. Do 12 or 24 volts up to about 50 amps. It plugs into a little satellite board, whichever it could be. Here on the other end. This is a collection of, I think it's a Comanche and a Cheyenne. There's a Mohican on the very top, another Mohican. Some of the model banders. This is a very rare Heathkit receiver. That is the UK version of an HR10. And you can see it's got the 160 meter band on it, upper and lower side band, noise limiters, RF gain. A much nicer receiver than the HR10. Down here in the pit, we have looks like an AT1. HR10, HW9, and a helicopter. How did that get in there? Looks like a Heathkit power supply. This is the Heathkit bench. Let's see, we got 303, monitor, pan adapter, station console. That's an SB313, which is what they call the general coverage. No, that's not right. It's a shortwave receiver. That's the 303, the solid state version of the SB300. Yaesu 2-meter radio. And a bunch of Drake stuff on top. And there's, I don't know how many, must be about 14 of the W4s. HR10 behind there. HR16 or HR10. HW16 lives back in the corner above a couple more Heathkit pieces parts. Down here you can't see them, but there's more. There's an SB200 and another SB, what was that, 303. Nice collection of some Drake 2-meter radios. I do a lot of solar energy stuff, and this is my latest charge controller. Wrong one. Same thing, I guess. Old school charge controller. I do about 50 amps, 12 to 24 volts. There's a pile of projects. Antenna relay. One of the first generation charge controllers. Another generation of the amp keyer. That's a IC based cell charger. Another charge controller. Down the bottom, we got more Heathkit's Yaesu equipment lives down here. More Yaesu's down here. Power supplies. More Drake goodies. I don't know why I keep buying these things. They're just kind of useless, but they do provide for some fun. These are really kind of neat if you get one that works right, but I haven't had that thing on in 10 years. The rechargeable battery shot. There's my collection of Heathkit scanners, Ten-Tec equipment. This is a really neat radio. They're a lot of fun. My collection of old 2-meter radios. Oops, how can a QRP guy have a Clipperton? Oh, it must be somebody else's, I guess. Oh, wait a minute, there's a Century. Obviously that doesn't belong here. Oh, some more Yaesu receivers, Ten-Tec gear, Jupiter Omni 7. There's a FT, was it 450? FT DX 1200. There's a Ten-Tec Argonaut 5 and a rare 6 and 2. There's an Argonaut 6. This is where all the antennas come in. My switchboard back there. And we're in Ten-Tec land now. Receivers, Yaesu receivers, Paragon Omni 6. There's an antenna coupler, automatic antenna coupler, power supply, Corsair 2, Omni 5, Corsair, another Yaesu receiver. It's a UV3 power supply, Yaesu and ICOM. Then now we leave Yaesu land and we come to Drake land. And this is the Drake collection. Right on top is the Yaesu. Oh, shoot, Yaesu. ICOM. Jeez, Mikey. The Ten-Tec Argonaut Village. There's a Ten-Tec receiver, the R350. 2 Drake TR5s. Those are kind of rare. You don't see too many of those. Back in the back, there's more Drake receivers, Drake transmitters. And clear down the bottom, you'll see there's an SB104 family, complete with the SB230 amplifier. There's a stack of TR7s. I wonder what the hell that was. A stack of Drake's equipment. And then when we get down on the floor, there's more Yaesu equipment. That's a Ten-Tec Delta there. That thing in the back, that is a homebrewed transmitter. It's power supplies, a Heathkit 1680 receiver. I got 2 Heathkit scopes back here. And let's see, there's another. What is it? SB104. Another Ten-Tec. And this here is the test bench. That's the new amp gear. I gotta get my button gear and get those going. There was the 40-meter monobander. I've had a lot of fun with that thing, just working some of the nets. A lot of Heathkit test gear. I don't use a lot of it. The VTVM, that's worth its weight in gold when you work on these old radios. On the digital meters, power supplies, function generators, scopes. Another oscilloscope. Here's the HP test equipment. Good old Heathkit line monitor. Oh, it's clocks. Gotta have some clocks. On the very top, we have a lot of Heathkit test gear that's just up there for show and tell. In my collection of HW7s, HW8s, more Heathkit receivers. There's an L75 and an L4. More Heathkits. SB200 that's not going anywhere. And then we get to the shelves from hell. As you can see, there's just all kinds of stuff. Century 22 back there. Oh, that's an HW5400. More SB stuff. It's more SB stuff. HW101s, 104s. That's a 1681. That's the transmitter that matches the 1680. Scanners. DFing receivers. More monitors, more receivers. There's a scope. This is the Keter LAN. More Heathkit. Oh, that's right. Holland had to get up there. And 104s. That's the 2 meter transceiver, I guess they call it. Well, that thing's useless. There's another Mohican. Oh, helicopters. There's more Heathkits living down the bottom there. So, anyway, that's kind of an overview of what lives down here in the basement. One of these days, I promise I'm going to clean this mess up, and every now and then I'll get ambitious and actually clean the table off so I can see the wood floor. There we go. A flame is probably right. Anyway, thanks for stopping by, and we'll hope to see you again soon. If you liked the video, make sure you subscribe and click on the bell. Thank you much. Good dicks. This is Mike, WB8VG, from the Heathkit Shop. I forgot to show you this. This is the 5500 watt sine wave inverter that runs the house. The storage batteries are upstairs in the garage, and there's not much really to show. It just kind of sits there and buzzes away. It's kind of neat. It's been buzzing like that for like 22 years.